again. Gens 11 SVN 341. We're using the Sonic 1 physics overlay, and we're doing Glitchless. So let's go. So I know this game very well. I am not being as fast as I could be, so I'm sure that someone will, you know, come along and do this better than I will. But that's fine. I just want to kind of prove I can do this. That I can beat this game purely with no physics data whatsoever. Now, there's an interesting thing right there. The loop-de-loops, notice it didn't show the like the entire part of the loop-de-loop, because they only like exist when oh no, I went into a bonus stage. Oh no, we're gonna get to see what a bonus stage is. Okay, bonus stages are normal. Bonus stages do not have insane physics data. We'll get one emerald, I guess. Just as kicks. As a treat, yeah. We'll just get one emerald as a treat. I don't think I'm gonna do all emeralds. I hate Emerald 3. I hate Emerald 3. Emerald 3 is dreadful. Okay, we're gonna... What? Nope. I pressed too much. There we go. Remember, you don't have spin dashing in Sonic 1, so you have to... Come on! I'm spinning! Why is this not... Really? I lost my shield there. This is not really a good speedrun so far. Also, I forgot to split. So we're just gonna... I'll hit split there. Oh, there's the... These are the up and down platforms. Which I guess, you know, in pure physics looks pretty different. I'm kind of morbidly curious how a lot of stuff like looks in pure physics, you know? Yeah, this is a practice run. We're just getting it set up. We're split. There we go. Okay. I missed the invincibility at the beginning, that's fine. This game distilled down to its most basic elements is very weird. Like, because I still have to, like, understand where I am in, like, you know, the level. God, not without, like... When, like, moving platforms happen, it is really weird. Because, like, you know, I don't know... I guess I know where the borders of a platform are because I can see... It looks like something off of Commodore 64. Yeah. It kind of does, doesn't it? Like, just like an old Atari or something? Like, something really basic. Well, that's what happens when you lose your rings, I guess. Interesting to see the... Oh, that's a spring. See, then there's the loop-de-loop. See how the collision for the loop-de-loop changes as you, Oh, there's the spiky things. Interesting. They're just moving a hurt box. Okay, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Like I said, I have to have knowledge enough of the game to understand... Like, down there, those are spikes. I have to have enough knowledge of the game to be able to understand where I am and what things are. So I kind of have, like, a mental map right now of where I am in the game. And this is about to be the boss. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I got an invincibility in the tree before it started, so I do not have the... I had enough invincibility to beat the boss. Hey, Jim. And we have no idea what my score or points are, because, you know, we can't see those layers. Okay, so we're in Marble Zone now. So those are moving platforms, and the red is lava. And now notice they had a blue hitbox other than their head, which was red. Red was the... See, red is where you can hit them. Now notice there's lava here. You can see that lava. There's only one layer, and then it's a floor underneath it, which is interesting. See, in these, you know, the fire hits them, and then they... I'm supposed to be speedrunning, but I'm also going to be, like, explaining things are and why physics are like they are in this. Like, so these are the crushers. And, you know, you can see they've put solid areas under them as well as on top. Interesting. So the block doesn't really show anything different. And once the block has been... Oh, okay. It's only when I'm standing on it. Now, this should be the lava thing that moves. That's the spikes. This should be a checkpoint. And that's a shield. We're on a tour at the National Air and Space Museum. Oh, no. Lava's in Act 2. Yeah, sorry. This is lava down here, but it's... I'm surprised lava is so shallow, but, like, I guess it doesn't need to be... deeper? I have to wait for this block to fall. Yeah, there we go. It's interesting, once part of it goes off screen, it actually isn't processing it at all for being on screen. That's interesting. And it also is interesting how it shows this, like, borderline instead of, like, showing the platform once I'm on, like, a platform or something. These, unfortunately, are desynced now. There we go. Oh, yeah, like, that's why I'm doing this, is to not only, you know, because I believe I can, but I also think, like, showing this in, like, its most basic form, where it's just pure data. No real graphics. This is just pure data. I can, I guess, no longer show the shortcuts. We don't really need that on the screen. Now, there on the left is where there's a skip for everyone who plays this game glitched. But, again, I'm glitchless. Why is there a block up there in the upper right? Interesting. Oh. Huh. See, now this is fascinating. This is the block that's moving in the... And that's the lava fall that comes down. See, now there's a... I gotta wait for the lava fall to come down. And these are the fireball generators. Now, this is the lava that chases you. And I'm just speeding through here because... I really find it interesting how when you stand on another object, it changes, like, what it's doing. You know? Like, it becomes something totally different. Interesting. Now here's the swingy things. Which I guess being able to see exactly the hitboxes, you know, kind of can help in a way. Like, there's the caterpillars. Space Mouse, you know their names? Yeah, that's a spring. That's a switch. This is a shield. And this is, now you can see the... Interesting, you don't see the trigger for the lava explosion things. So I guess that's why these are so thin, is the block is actually sliding along a plane. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, badniks have names. Yeah, totally. like, that's a caterpillar. There'll eventually be a bat brain, because this level has bat brains. These are just fireballs. I tried to jump the gun. This would be very fun to watch while under the effect. Now that's a buzz bomber that just flew by. That's another buzz bomber, another caterpillar, another buzz bomber, another caterpillar. Now these are the breakable... Oh no. Breakable blocks may be in... Right here, yeah. These are breakable blocks. There is an overlay that tells you what every object is, but I have that disabled. I was hoping I could just touch their heads. Now there should be an invincibility here. Space Mouse, how much do you know this game? A lot. A lot. Can I play this game and beat it without any, like, observational data, just the hitboxes? I believe so. Okay, we are end level. I'm not really being a good speedrunner. That's because I want to, like, explain what everything is while I'm, you know, doing it. Which I guess is why Fozon's run was, like, 40-something minutes, because he was probably explaining things at the same time as well. Why is that a custom block? I wonder. I think that's just... I didn't even see the caterpillar there. That's just a dead end. This is a switch that lowers that block. Yep. There's another caterpillar. This is a block you push. There are secrets, but I'm not really showing them off, I guess. Because it's kind of hard to tell what a secret is when everything is just pure hit data. Now, interesting that the ring stays a little bit, like, lingers. You know? Whenever you collect it. I wonder why. Now we're gonna go through a secret here, because this is... That's a 1-up. This is a shortcut through the level, which is much easier to see when you don't have the pesky foreground layers blocking you. But yeah, that's a shortcut through the rest of the level. Those are fireball generators, yep. That's spikes. That's bat brains. These are the weights going down. And if you fall down here, you go down to a lower part of the level. Those are spikes. And then we are basically home clear for fighting Robotnik. I will be stupid, though, and get hit. Then we will fight Robotnik. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hope you're all enjoying this Sonic the Hedgehog on the Atari 2600. And... split. Now these dudes are spiky on top. Oh no, those are just caterpillars, sorry. There are going to be... a green stick that bounced away. Yeah, I thought that was a one-up in a speed shoes. Now, unfortunately, we aren't seeing the copes. Oh god, bumpers. Those are caterpillars or buzz bombers. I'm the bouncy white dots. I think the white dots are the center of every object. It seems that way. Now, I find it interesting they, like, sometimes have structure for outside, like, a playable area. Like, why are they building structure down there when, you know, when, like, a player normally is not going to have any way to access that area. Hey, Zafrexo. I'm curious as to why they sometimes have structures that they don't need. I'm fantastic. We are playing Sonic 1 Glitchless with just the Hitbox overlay. To see it is possible. In a match? In a match of what? I hope you're winning, whatever you're in a match for. These are the dudes that are... Those dudes there. Interesting, I figured the spike ball hitbox was larger. I'm kind of surprised it isn't. I'm honestly kind of surprised by how small some hitboxes are for things. Like, I almost expected them to have, like, larger hitboxes. Part of a scripted level layout. That's an interesting idea. Maybe. That might be the reason. So, those things, by the way, are the invisible points things, which are only in Sonic 1. They aren't in any other Sonic. But yeah, I'm guessing that, like, that's a good game theory. It's good game theory you got there, Teacup. Now, why did that make, like, a... Maybe that has something to do with my, like, going up a ramp? I wonder. I honestly thought the spikes would have larger hitboxes, but I guess they're smaller than I thought they would be. Just... These are, you know, the platforms that go back and forth. Those are the dudes that if you jump on their top, they mess you up fierce. There's a hidden area down there, but I don't really need to go for it. That's gonna hit me into a bumper. Yep. And there's a shield in the center there, but I don't really need it. I remember Porbler posting a video to Twitter about their first playthrough of Sonic 1 ever, because they were playing the remake that just recently came out. They were like, how do I get that bumper or that shield? I wonder, like, how it figures out, like, if Sonic should be rolling or what. Like, oh, I didn't get up top. That's fine. Just more rings. I think that's a big ring there. Meaning I think I had over 50. Yep, that was a big ring. Oh, this boss is going to be interesting. I'm curious to what this boss looks like without... I was going for something saucy and got bit as a result. I was going for something saucy. That was hubris. Okay, I need to wait for it to be at its peaks. This should be a good timing. Yep, got it. Space Mouse, are you still, like, doing specific routes even though, you know... Yeah. And the answer is yes, because I'm getting an invincibility. Oh, there's the spinning spike block things. And a, crab meat. That's the name of the crab. It's crab meat. That's a spring. These are crab meats. Space Mouse, can you really tell what some enemies are entirely based on, like, the shape of their hitbox and where they're moving? Yes. Yes, I can. Space Mouse, are you a fucking nerd? Yeah. Yeah. So, interesting thing about, Sonic 1 as opposed to... and Sonic 2 as opposed to, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, is how momentum is carried when you go into a ball form. Now, this is a platform that you need to either race to get to a hidden area over here, because it stops right there, and there's a bunch of, you know, delicious candy right there. But, like, there's another cope in the sky there, which we can't see. Okay, my invincibility is now run out, but luckily I can still hit Robotnik. This is the one where he destroys the blocks and tries to get you to fall to your death. But I killed him too quickly. Now, we're going into Labyrinth. Some people cannot do the boss of this level even, like, normally. Oh, interesting. So we're seeing the water sprite effects happening. That was a grounder I just killed. That's another grounder. Actually, that might actually be a burrow bot, not a grounder. I think grounders aren't till Sonic 2. That might be a burrow bot. I'm curious as to when bubbles will appear. Okay, this is a bubble generator. Okay, bubbles are a lot wider than I thought they would be. Well, I wasn't expecting to be flat, I was expecting them to be square. It is interesting that I can't really see the surface of the water. I have to just kind of guess where the water is. Based on my knowledge of the game. So I'm gonna try to do that. This should be a bubble right here, yep. Now the easy way is to go back up top, but I've already messed that up, so we're doing hard way. We are doing the hard route. Drowning music was about to start. Okay, so this does hit that, and this should be a surface. Oh, that's a spike. Okay, this is the one I have to jump up. Because I need to hit this switch here. Because that opens the door down here. See? That's another burrow bot. That's just a spike shooting out. This should be a bubble. Drowning music was about to start again. Oh yeah, that accurate lag. This really seems a lot less intimidating when it's just like, you know, frame data as opposed to like, you know, the water and everything, you know? That's just a fish that swims. Now there's an Orbinaut. You can tell because they have little 4 things orbiting them and they were firing them at me. It was very stupid, but we survived. This is a water level. Can't hate the water level if you don't know it's a water level. I have talked about the drowning music before, and how I actually like the drowning music. I think the drowning music is incredibly well made. I think the drowning music is some of the best made music in this game. I have said that before, I will say it again. I believe the drowning music in Sonic is good. I understand if people would, you know, slay me over this. That's okay. But I like the drowning music. True story. My first ringtone from my phone that I chose myself that didn't, like, come on my phone. The one that I chose on my phone was Badenere by Bach. The one that I, like, imported over to my phone, like, back in the day, you know, buying a special cable, like, to connect it to my computer through the serial port. That was the Sonic drowning music. There's a switch hidden here. There's a fireball generator there. There's a spike with invincibility, I think. Yep. Invincibility is 30 seconds. It's about to run out, so I'm gonna stop and get this bubble. I was goosing it. I knew that would come back to bite me. I jumped the gun with that one. I was trying to go under him. I was trying to be really sassy. So Pixel, this is something someone released on their own. This is the physics and hitbox overlay for Sonic 1. They're working on one for Sonic 2. But this is entirely just hitbox and, like, physics data. And the challenge is to beat the game only using the physics data. And only the hitbox data, which I'm doing. I'm showing, there is a water line there if you could see it. How are you, Pixel, by the way? I hope you're doing well. But no, it's not debug mode, because debug mode is a special thing in Sonic. This is just pure data that the people over, that's not the one I wanted the one above it. They run a Twitter, Sonic Physics, I think it's called, which shows a lot of now this is a infinite loop, and just gonna open the passageway. Boop. The thing that I'm sure is, like, blowing some people's minds is my ability to still know, like, what is what. Like, this platform there, that's gonna fall. Yep. See? Told you. Because that goes to the lower route, and I don't want to go in the lower route. I want to stay in the upper route. Lower route sucks. Lower route sucks ass. But yeah, the challenge pixel is to beat the game only with the hitbox information. So I can't see rings, I can't see what objects are. I have to rely entirely on my knowledge of the game for what things are. This should be rings. Okay, that hit me, that was my own fault. Oh, these are spikes. I thought they were... Okay, that explains that. That explains why that was hurting me. Those were spikes. Now, this is Rev 1, which means it has the spike bug fixed. But I still don't want to fall on spikes, because that would be bad for me. It's bad for my health. It's just a bubble generator, I think. That opens that, yep. Invincibility is about to run out. This should be a bubble generator. This is a thing that pulls me in. Oh no, just a slow passageway. No thing that pulls me in that time. Another invincibility. I need to get a bubble. Dun, dun, dun. Checkpoint. I'm surprised checkpoints are so tall. I wouldn't have thought checkpoints were so big, but... We'll figure. Drowning music may start. Yep. Space Mouse, do you have, like, an intrinsic, like, feel as to how long it'll be before the drowning music starts? Maybe. Maybe I have played this game so much that I have an intrinsic feeling. But it's okay, I jump out of the water right there. Those are spikes. That is a switch, which reverses the direction. You have a problem. I loved this game as a kid. This was my first video game. This is the first video game I ever played. The first video game I ever played was this. This enraptured me as a kid. Enthralled me. Now, this is the boss. So, who's ready for the boss with only being able to see hitboxes? I'm ready. This is the climbing boss. If you all don't know. There's a shield here. Okay, let's go. The water is rising. That was bad. Okay. I may have to go game face here. Drowning. Oh yeah! It's because the lag desynced the audio. That's what happened. The lag desynced the audio, so I had more time than you thought I did. I knew it had desynced. I did not think I would have enough time for that last jump, though. Oh. Oh, that was by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Oh, I love Starlight Zone. Pixel's sitting there like, you're dead. You're fucking dead, mouse. And I'm like, no, never. I'm too beautiful to die. To be fair, I thought I was going to die too. I did think I was going to drown. And oh, again, Pixel, you may find that interesting. It didn't really show it. Maybe I'll show it like at a point later on. But the loop-de-loops. The loop-de-loops actually only have half collision. When you cross the halfway point up at the top, it switches its collision to the left side. So that's how it does the loop-de-loop effect. Is it actually only has half collision. In Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, there's an A layer and a B layer. But in Sonic 1, there's no A layer and B layer. It's just, it is literally just, creating a fake object to, like, with half collision. It's interesting. I think it's a cool way of doing it. To be fair, you know, it is... Why did that one hit me, but the other one didn't? The A and B layer is a much more elegant way to do, like, things overlapping and stuff like that. But you can also see the degrees that all the slopes are. That's what the numbers are. The numbers are the current degree of the slope. Sonic 3 actually has a completely different, like, sliding algorithm. Now, interesting. So this is the range of the fan. Interesting. Now, these are the seesaws. Huh. Weird. Weird. I'm just sitting here, like, seeing what things are, and I'm like, huh, that's really interesting how they did the hitbox, or how they did the implementation with that. Oh, that was Starlight 2, sorry. I forgot to split at the end of Starlight 1. Yeah, but yeah, you can see the fan areas are that big box. That's the area the fan, like, pulls. Interesting. And again, there's the seesaw. Huh. So I guess there's the base seesaw object, and then there's the, like... Now those are enemies up there. And this should be an invincibility. This should be an invincibility. Gets it, it's invincibility. People are like, what the fuck? The loop-de-loops are so interesting, given there's no layers. Now that's the big spiky thing swinging around, by the way. There's only like one of those in the entire game, and it's right there. I like talking about, like, game physics, like how games do physics. I think it's fascinating. Mostly because I'm also someone who has made a game. I think it is fascinating to, like, learn how they did stuff. Okay, boss time. Now, this boss is interesting because you can either hurt him with the spiked balls, or you can hit him by launching it yourself into them. Or to him. Which is an interesting, like, double way to deal with the boss kind of way. I think it's cool. But yeah, these are seesaws. He's dropping spike balls. Easy. Easy, boss. Now we're into Scrap Brain. Scrap Brain may fuck me up. We'll see. I have to be able to keep the right route in Scrap Brain despite not being able to see where things are. Now, those are the flame bursts. That's what those are. Oh, I can't even tell where this is. Ooh. I can't tell what phase these are in. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, those are the disappearing platforms. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Are you really doing disappearing platforms without being able to see the hitboxes, Space Mouse? Yes. Yes, I am. This is a lot more, like, tense than it looks. Shit. I'm on a bad route now. Okay. We're good. We're good. Shit. Now those are the electric zappers. That was a flame I couldn't see. Okay. Okay. Those are the little pig dudes that launch the little bombs. Which I'm totally blanking on the name of. My watch wants me to stand up. Fuck you, watch. We are in the middle of extreme gaming. Firefox. Not now, big guy. Not now, big guy. Not now, big guy. Oh boy, Scrap Brain 2. Okay. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Try it again. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're on top route. Oh god, I can't tell when the fucking... It's interesting the flame hitbox flickers. I wouldn't have expected that. I also would have expected something different from these blocks other than, like, just pure... I thought they would have been an object, you know? Not just terrain. But I guess there's an object, like, hidden in there. Oh, I can't tell these are conveyors. Interesting. I would have thought conveyors also would have been an object, but no, they're just flat ground. Interesting. Now these are also conveyors, because these are crushers. Now this one's going in the opposite direction. Whew. Had to spin under the electric there. This gets me to the third area. That's a flame jet. That's a caterpillar. These are disappearing blocks. And I do not want to fall. That would be bad. These are the circular saw blades. I'm taking advantage of being able to go through them with the hit stun. Or the invincibility, I guess. Not hit stun. And that should be the end of the level. There's still some caterpillars. And there's some spike balls here. See? Showed you by getting hit by one of them. And okay. And this is the beginning. Robotnik's right there. Robotnik has a hurt box. Interesting. I wouldn't have expected Robotnik could have a hurt box. Okay, let's see if I can get to the secret area without being able to see things. Here we go! I'm in the secret area. Look at me, I'm Chris Pratt. I'm not Chris Pratt. I'm sorry for lying to you. I don't like this, but I will go now. And in case you didn't know, Scrap Brain is another underwater level. So Scrap Brain 3 is another underwater level, and I have taken the shortcut, which puts me nearly right at the end, and avoids a lot of trouble. This should be a bubble. I'm waiting for it. Okay, now there's gonna be some spinners spikes on this. And we are out of Scrap Brain 3. Final zone. One. Oh. Okay, that is how you avoid a crush, by the way. I will explain what happened in the physics engine. Okay. So you can avoid a crush there. It's difficult, but you can. This kind of sucks that I don't know where the crushers are going to be. There is a pattern you can memorize for this, but as long as you hold right at the beginning, the seed for this will always be the same. But I don't know the pattern, because I'm not a speedrunner. I am admittedly playing this a little safe, because I can't see when a crusher is going to move until it's already moved. So I'm kind of being paranoid. Because that I'm missing hits. Okay, I just have to go for it. I can't tell when the ones on top are about to move. And that is almost game. There's Robotnik. And time. Sonic 1 beaten without being able to see sprites. or any graphical data, just hitboxes and physics data. 49 minutes, 37 seconds. just to prove it is possible. See, there's the shield, and you're right there. There's the line is just below it for the ground. So let me explain why I didn't get crushed on Final Zone that one time. Basically, the crushers push you downward or upward, depending on which direction they're moving. The thing that actually crushes you is an object below the ground, not the crusher itself. If you intersect with the object below the ground, aka there's not enough space for Sonic that it has to push Sonic into the floor or the ceiling, you will hit the object that will crush you, and you get crushed. So if you are, one of them's heading down to you, you can jump, and as long as you're jumping, you can't be crushed. That's a fun fact as well. While you're jumping on those, you cannot be crushed. So, as long as you are jumping, you cannot be crushed by the pistons in Final Zone. That is a fun little trick. Also a true story. Back in elementary school, the class bully, we were at after school, daycare thing that happens sometimes when your parents, can't pick you. You're not, their parents are going to be at home or whatever. They had Sonic 1 and a TV, and the school bully could not fucking beat this game to save his life. He was horrible at it. And I'm like, I bet you $5 I can beat the final boss without dying once. He's like, hey, you're on. Fucking won $5 from him. Yeah, as an elementary school kid in 3rd or 4th grade, yeah, $5 is a lot. He couldn't back down from it either, because there was 20 kids watching and cheering me do it, and I did it, and they were just oh, and there was no way the bully could back down from not giving me the $5. Everyone watching would have not let him. So sure enough, the bully had to give me $5, and I fucking bought candy. I bought candy